Hello, mutants. I'm Mutisha, the movie goddess, and you're watching Mutant TV.
Hey, what's going on, Mutantville? This is Geo here, just going to do a little walkthrough of the upcoming Mad Monster Party in Charlotte, North Carolina on March 23rd through the 25th. And here we go. So basically, what you want to do first is go to mutantville.com, as always. That's unbiased opinion right there, and you want to make sure that you've come in this little block right here and click like, and we would greatly appreciate it, and I do appreciate the support. Anyway, and we usually have links on here, like pretty much anywhere to the Mad Monster Party. You can go over there and then boom, you're at the Mad Monster Party. So here's the guest page. I thought I'd start out with some guests, tell you some films they've been in, with some stuff they've done, just in case you don't recognize the names. But and if you need more information about anybody, you can click, see, like you want to know more about, let's say, Michael Berryman. Boom, right here. You click on him, and you got his IMDb page, and you can go find out all the cool stuff. And you can sort of find, one thing that's fun to do is to find the tie-overs. Like One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, for example. You'll know that Brad Dourif was also in that, so that's kind of cool that they've been in movies together, and you can do that with any of these people in your free time. Anyway, let's start here at the top. Ace Frehley. I think everyone is familiar with him from the band Kiss. He's also done a lot of solo stuff. He's got his own models of Les Paul, which are nice. We got Rutger Hauer, who has done Blade Runner, The Hitcher, The Osterman Weekend. He's been in a ton of movies. Semi-recently, he was in Sin City. We got Brad Dourif. We've also already mentioned that he was in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. He was in Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers. He's also the voice of Chucky in Child's Play, so I think most people probably recognize that voice. Next, we got Rowdy Roddy Piper. He was in They Live, Hell Comes to Frogtown, Body Slam. He was also in the Saturday morning cartoon that had all the wrestlers, like Andre the Giant, Hulk Hogan, all them. Of course, he played the bad guy. He's also known for wrestling, obviously. Next, we have Joe Turkel. He's known from The Shining and Blade Runner as well, who also brings us next to James Hong, who's also in Blade Runner. And James Hong's been in hundreds of things. He was in Big Trouble in Little China. He was in Kung Fu Panda, the second Revenge of the Nerds. He played Booger's mentor. Tons of movies. If you want to, his IMDb page is humongous. Next we have Angus Scrimm. He was in Phantasm, Masters of Horror, Incident on and Off a Mountainside, and I Sell the Dead. Next we have Alex Vincent, who is in Child's Play, Child's Play 2, Child's Play 3. Next we have Chris Sarandon. He was in Fright Night, Child's Play as well, The Nightmare Before Christmas, and not horror related, but an awesome movie is The Princess Bride. Can't leave that one out. Tracy Lords. She was in Blade, Not of This Earth, Crybaby, and some other movies before she went on the mainstream, which a lot of people will know her from. David Prowse was, as you can see here, he played Darth Vader. Obviously he didn't do the voice. That was James Earl Jones, but he was in Star Wars, Revenge of Frankenstein, and also in Clockwork Orange, which is cool. Next, we have Mr. Bill Moseley, who was in Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, Night of the Living Dead, 1990, Devil's Rejects, House of a Thousand Corpses. He was awesome in those movies. Next is, probably will mutilate this, and I apologize, Nivek Ogre, Repo, The Genetic Opera, 2001 Maniacs, Field of Screams. Next we have Riku Browning, The Creature from the Black Lagoon, Revenge of the Creature, and The Creature Walks Among Us. Next we have Patty Mullen, who is known as Frankenhooker, is also in Doom Asylum. Next we have Stephen Jeffries, Fright Night, 976 Evil and Sick Girl are some of his films. Camden Toy is known for Chrome Skull, Laid to Rest 2, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Hush, and Angel. Dee Wallace is known for The Howling, Critters, and she was the mom on E.T. Craig Schaefer is known for Nightbreed, which will have a special screening which I'll get to later. And he's also in Fire in the Sky and Ritual. And Bobby is also in Nightbreed, Born on the 4th of July, and Some Kind of Wonderful. Then let me scroll over here for a second. Got my cheat sheet over here. Next we have Michael Berryman, who was in The Hills Have Eyes, Devil Rejects, Weird Science, and also was in with Brad Dourif and that I mentioned earlier. What else we got? William Katt, which I remember from being younger as the Greatest American Hero, and he's also in House, along with Richard Mole, which you'll also recognize as Bull from Night Court. Next we have Connor McCullough, who was in Sci-Fi's Face Off and Extro 2 and The Second Encounter and Cold Storage. Wednesday 13 as a musician. Actually got to meet him and listen to them play years ago, so looking forward to getting to talk to him again. PJ Souls is next. She was in Carrie, Rock and Roll High School, and John Carpenter's Halloween. Next we have Mary Woronov. Probably mispronounced that one, but hey. Anyway, she was in Chelsea Girls, Hollywood Boulevard, and Rock and Roll High School. Next we have Tony Todd, which has also been in a ton of movies like Candyman, Night of the Living Dead, The Crow, he was in Platoon, just tons of stuff. Next we have Derek Mears. He was in The Hills Have Eyes 2 and Friday the 13th, 2009, and also in Predators. Next we have Marky Ramone, who is best known for the Ramones. He's touring now. He has got his own radio show. He's a busy guy. Next we have Chandler Riggs, who is in The Walking Dead, as is Addie Miller, and she is also in the Ghost Trek, which will be showing on Saturday, I think around maybe 4 or something, maybe 7. We'll get to that later too. John Russo is in Night of the Living Dead, Return of the Living Dead, and The Majorettes. George Kasana is also in Night of the Living Dead. Linda Blair, I think everybody's familiar with. She was in The Exorcist, Savage Streets, Exorcist 2, The Heretic. Then you've got Ron McGovney, who was the first bass player for Metallica, and you got Kevin Helms. They're both making their first convention appearances. Kevin Helms, I think, had to do with Hellraiser 3. And then let's go for more guests. We've got Philip Morris, who's Dr. Evil. Some of these people I'm not as familiar with, so we're going to go through them quick. John Muir, Bill Chancellor, Joe Moe, Dan Plagle, Debbie Painter, Hollis Paul, Keith Strictly, Armin Grimsby, Ryan Fleming, Michael Plumides from Ghost Trek, and he's also going to be premiering, I believe, a preview for Psychic Brats, which is going to be funny, I'm sure, with Brent Gentile, funny guy. Bill Philpott, Clay Griffith, and these are musicians, some bands here for the entertainment. Graveyard, Boulevard, Sloppy Seconds, and Grievous. And you can also go to this page if you'd like to find out how much autographs are going to cost. So you got anywhere ranging from $20 to $40 to, if you want a guitar signed, it's going to be $500. So, and then some other people are going to be to be announced. And be aware that these are kind of the celebrity management sets these, not Mad Monster Party. So I know some people get frustrated with the conventions, but they don't have anything to do with that usually. So anyway, let's go back. these are the guests. Let's go to events. So we've got the Haunted Mill, Haunted Attraction. You got Karaoke, which is, to me, any karaoke is pretty much karaoke. It's always just people like singing like this. So I try to avoid it like the plague, but it'll probably be funny in this case. Mad Mixer. This is like a speed dating thing, and you've got the Miss Horrorlinia Bikini Pageant, which I believe is on Saturday. We'll get to that here in a second, the schedule. Monsterpalooza. You got screenings and panels we'll get to in a second. The Mad Monster Midnight Spook Show. Crypt Critters. Looks like an exotic slithering serpents, aggressive arachnids, and intense insects. So they will kill you. Next we got Hell on Wheels. It's going to have all kind of stuff from like Carrie, the Green Goblin head. And then we've got what Mutantville.com is presenting, which is the first annual Mad Monster Party Film Festival. So next, let's go check out the schedule. Here's some of the stuff going on. I'm not going to go over it because this video will be like 3 hours long if I go over all of it. Some of the things I will go over because they're going to be awesome. Like James Hong is going to do a horror show. He's going to dress up in the Lopan, full costume, and act out stuff, and that's going to be cool. And then at 7:30, after that, what do we have but the world premiere of Tales from Mutantville. This is our horror anthology that we'll be premiering there. Really looking forward to it. That's going to be awesome. And then Saturday, you can come meet Muticia, the movie goddess from Tales from Mutantville, and she will be at our booth at on Saturday. Come by and get some autographs, talk to her, get your picture taken, all kind of fun stuff like that. And then we've got Spook Show panel, Midnight Spook Show. There's going to be all kind of filming, like just films playing the whole thing, and it's going to be awesome. You got the Uncle Forey tribute. You got Life After Death screening. It's going to be a charity auction, which I believe will do. Let me see. I was thinking it was going to be for. It's probably going to be for Rutger Hauer's Starfish Association, which helps raise money and just gives information and stuff about AIDS and HIV for children and pregnant women. Then we've got the Child's Play panel, which will be fun, with Brad Dourif, Chris Sarandon, and Alex Vincent. You got the Blade Runner 30th anniversary panel, which will be awesome too. This is getting a lot of press right now. The Nightbreed, the Cabal cut, it's a 3-hour cut of Nightbreed. So, and they're going to have a panel ahead before it, and then they're going to show it. Also during that is the Connor McCullough makeup demo, which he's going to take Addie Miller from The Walking Dead and make her over as Tyler Ray Kinsey from Ghost Trek. 7, you got the Haunted Mill Ceremony, which is going to have some people getting their handprints at the Haunted Mill. You got the Graveyard Boulevard, which is a punk metal band. After that, Sloppy Seconds, and then 11 o'clock you got the Miss Horrorlinia Bikini Pageant, and then Grievous is going to be playing at 12:30. On Sunday, we got, and all these speed dating dates, if you've got some time and you want to do some speed dating, check out these times. You got The Walking Dead, so you'll get to hear Chandler Riggs and Addie Miller discuss that. The Con screening, and Legion, The Exorcist 3, which is going to be Brad Dourif. Oh wow, that'll be cool. And then we've got here, this is the Film Fest schedule. So the first night we've got some short films. Mr. Mullen, Devlin by our friend Michael Sharp. And then we've got Johnny Priest and Mac Desdemona 6. We've got just all kind of cool stuff. Decapitator by Mad One's Friends, or sometimes when I saw it written on one of their films, it looks like Madonis Films, if it sounds more Spanish. But anyway, we got Rags by Chris Rufty. I can't speak English today. Just all kind of awesome films, and you got, let's see, just all kind of stuff going on. So we got stuff from 6 p.m. to midnight Friday, from 11 a.m. to midnight, or past midnight, on Saturday, and you'll notice that this Beelzebub's film is after midnight, because that's not going to be for kids. Lots of nudity and stuff for that. So if you're up for the nudity and you want to see a kind of interesting film, check that out. And then we've got Into the Pit, the Story of Dead Pit, there on Sunday. We got movies till after 4:30, so including the little awards and everything. Let's go back, see what else we've got. Then we've got our vendors. Ta-da! I gotta let you check all these out. Then you've got the hotel. This is going to take place at the Blake Hotel, which is uptown on South McDowell Street, sort of near where, just sort of downtown. I was about to go old school and say where Reliable Music used to be and do one of those old man, like, remember, it's down there where that old tree used to be. Okay, anyway, you got tickets. You can go here for tickets. You can do single day. You can do the whole weekend for $45, which I would really encourage you to get ahead of time so you save money unless you just got money to burn. So you can do the RIP Partier Pass, and you can also get tickets for the Haunted Mill. And that's about it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it, and make sure you come by the Mutantville.com table. We'll have our big banner up so you can see us, and come by and see Mutisha and the rest of the gang at Mutantville, and we'll be leading some panels too, so check us out for that. And as always, you can check us out on Mutantville.com, or you can check out Mutantville Players on YouTube, and we got videos going up there all the time. Thanks.
You're watching Mutant TV.